So you remember arrays, right? We just did them. They store multiple values in one variable, but they're not very handy when it comes to things like increasing the size of the array during runtime. Runtime is when the code's running. For that, we need a different type of array, which is actually not an array, and a vector. What's a vector, you may ask me? A vector, so if this is an array, so if we have two values here, an array and a vector, and both can hold up to two values, they are both the exact same thing, except for some key differences for the vector. One, you can add more values onto it whilst the code's running. But with the array, you cannot do that. There's a way, but it's not that easy. So, how do we access this magical array, this magical vectors? Well, first off, we actually need to include it from vector. Then, to declare a vector, we say vector, and then those arrows, and then inside here is the value of each of the things you want to store. So in this case, I'll say int. And then the vector name, I'll name this vec. And then curly brackets. In here are the starting values. So in this case, I would say 40, for example. So that's our vector. So what do we do with this vector? We have it, but what do we do? Well, we can access its properties. How? Well, obviously that might work, but there's a much better way. Vec.at. What do you mean by vec.at? What's the difference between doing this and doing this? Well, this actually has the chance to fail in case we ask for something like 2, when there's only one value here. This can, I think, block it. This will at least block it from going through. So, from here, we have 40. So we just made a vector of integers. You could, of course, make a vector of characters. And then maybe put a character in here. Then you get a character. But for this example, I'll be using an integer. Now then, how do we add more values? We can do so by using the vec.pushback. This will add an item onto the end of the vector, onto the end. Keep that in mind. So now the vector has an extra value, which is 50. So if I now say vec.at 1, which, if you remember, would point to that new value, this is what's going to happen. Before this line, our vector here only has one value, a 40. But when it gets to this line, it adds another value on the end. So when you call this, instead of giving you an error, it would give you this. So let's try it out, shall we? 40, and 50. Can you edit existing values in the array? Of course you can. Of course you can. You can do vec.at 0 or 1, depending on which value you want to edit, and then equals 60. It's that simple. Because now I can show you if I print this out again. We have 40, 50, 60. 40, 50, 60. Perfect. Yep, okay, I'll teach you that later. Next time. So, that's all for the vector. Next time I'm going to go into more detail on how this vector, on how you could use this vector more, well, better. And then then will come a challenge. Your next challenge. Trust me, it's pretty hard. This next challenge is going to be hard. Anyway, subscribe to me if you want to see more coding videos. Or if you're more into gaming videos, I have those too. If you like this, press the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.